Welcome to the Shakespeak tutorial video. My name is Ananda Jenny and today I'll be showing you how to use Shakespeak. After downloading, Shakespeak integrates automatically into your PowerPoint as an extra tab. Do you want to get most out of your presentation and get your message across in a more dynamic way? With Shakespeak, you add the power of interaction. Shakespeak gives your audience a voice by letting them participate. Forget about boring monologues, now you can start a dialogue. Without any hardware needed, Shakespeak allows your audience to participate during presentations with their mobile phones, laptops or tablets by responding anonymously via text, a mobile website or Twitter. Shakespeak offers two options: voting and posting.
With voting, you can present multiple choice questions to your audience. With posting, you can ask your audience to send in questions for a speaker or answers to open-ended questions. Afterwards, you can create a report with all the results in one quick overview.
Curious to try Shakespeak yourself? Download it for free and within seconds you will turn your PowerPoint presentation into an interactive experience.
I'll start with the Add Vote button. With this, you can create a multiple choice question on which your audience can answer via text, a mobile website or Twitter, with their mobile phone, a laptop or tablet. Before clicking on Add Vote, go to the slide after which you would like your audience to vote. Click on this slide. Now click Add Vote and it will ask you what language your presentation is in. Select your language preference and click OK. Now enter your question. For example, we remember very little of what we hear. We remember more of, and then type your answer options in the possible answers bar. A. What we read. B. What we say. C. What we do. And D. What we say and do. If you'd like to publish the results in amounts rather than percentages, or if you would like your audience to vote more than once on one question, just click the Options button. The Options button allows you to change several details related to your question. Are you all set? Then please click OK. You'll now see that 3 slides have been automatically added to your slide overview. The explanation on the slides are set in your language of choice. As you can see, the slides contain the same layout as your presentation. You can change any style or element, like fonts, colors and images, to your preferences. It works just like PowerPoint. The first slide is the explanation slide. The second slide is the question slide. And the last one is the results slide. Instructions for your audience can be found at the bottom of each slide once you start your session. The explanation on each slide will only appear once the session has started. If you'd like to change that, I'll tell you how in part 4, called Starting the Session. Welcome to the posting section. I'll show you how your audience can send in messages via text, a mobile website or Twitter, with their mobile phones, laptops or tablets. Messages can be questions for a speaker or answers to open-ended questions.
By answering anonymously, Shakespeak gives everyone a chance to express themselves without the fear of speaking up in public. Before clicking on Add Message slide, go to the slide after which you would like to show the messages of your audience. Click on this slide. Now click Add Message slide. And it will ask you what language your presentation is in. Select your language preference and click OK. Now enter your question. For example, What do you like about the courses this semester? Or, if you would like to receive questions from your audience, then type in something like questions for the speaker. Then, select the number of incoming messages that you'd like to have displayed on your slide. In the window, there's also an Options button. Click on it to choose whether your audience can respond during the entire slideshow or only when a particular slide is shown. Click OK, and you'll see that 2 slides are automatically added to your presentation. You can change any style or element, like fonts, colors and images, to your preferences. The first slide is the explanation slide. The second slide is the message slide. This slide will show the messages from your audience. Instructions in your selected language can be found at the bottom of each slide once you start your session. When you have started your session, a moderator panel will open. The moderator panel allows you to see the messages before they appear on screen. You can manually or automatically accept the messages and then display them in your presentation. Wondering how to receive responses? Find out in the next part of this tutorial called Start Session. Welcome to the 4th part of the Shakespeak tutorial video. In the previous sections, you've learned about voting and posting. Now I show you how to start your interactive presentation. First, click on Start Session. Now choose your session type. A free session allows you to test your presentation with an audience size of up to 20 people. A credit session allows an audience size of more than 20 people to participate. You'll need an activation code for this. Shakespeak will limit your session to an X amount of people on a certain date in a certain country. Please contact us about this. Once you've chosen your session type, click Next to continue. I'm going to choose a free session. Now choose the way you would like your audience to respond, via text, a mobile website, or Twitter. Click Next and Finish to continue. Now you'll see that the explanation on the bottom of each slide will automatically change into the correct explanation for your audience. If you have a message slide in your presentation, simultaneously the moderator panel will open when you start your session. As the organizer, you are able to check each message on this panel before putting it on screen. It is also possible to put all messages on screen automatically without checking. Go to the Options button. If you want to know more about the moderator panel, go to part 5. Now, put your presentation in full screen mode, because remember, votes and messages can only come in once. Your session is started, your presentation is in full screen mode, and you're on a voting or message slide. Let's try out the vote slide we made in part 2 of this tutorial. Our question was, we remember very little of what we hear, we remember much more of. Let's vote on option D, what we say and do. As you can see by the votes counter, our system collected 1 vote. Let's go to the results slide. You can now see on the results slide that option D has 100% of all the votes. But what if we chose, let's say, option A, what we read? My colleague backstage will send it in because I already voted. As you can see, the results slide immediately changes when new votes come in, if the voting round is still open. And now on to the message slide. The question we posed was, what do you like about the courses this semester? A possible answer could be interactivity during lectures.
As you can see, the message arrives in the moderator panel, where we can choose to put it on the screen. Now take a look at the screen and voila! A new message appears instantly in one of the post-its.
Let's send in another message. I like the various subject matters.
Now, let's choose to put it on the screen. As you can see, the previous message moves up to another post-it in a carousel-like fashion. You can prepare your presentation just as you normally would.
Your presentation can be opened on any computer that has the Shakespeak software.
During your presentation, it's always possible to add or edit votes on the spot. If you are live broadcasting your presentation, it is also possible to let your online audience participate. It's a great way to engage your audience in the room as well as the online viewers. Once you click on Stop Session, you can choose to save the results, email them, or export them into a PDF format. The software will instantly make a report for you with all of the answers and messages from your presentation. We now choose the email option. An email with the results is now sent to our inbox. Furthermore, all of the results are automatically stored when you save your PowerPoint presentation. And whenever you open your presentation again, you have immediate access to the results. The moderator panel will appear after you have added a message slide and started a session. On this screen, you can see the incoming messages. You decide which messages will be shown to the audience. I will first explain the functionalities within the moderator panel. And after that, I will discuss 3 options on how to use the panel. If you want to open your moderator panel, you can click on the Message Moderator button. To be able to receive messages, you will need to have started a slideshow. If there is no slideshow running, no messages can come in. You will be notified via the blue message box in the moderator panel. Once you have started a slideshow, sent messages will be received in the moderator panel. These received messages will appear in the Received Messages box. In the first text box, add a new message. You can also add messages yourself. Once you now have decided which messages to display and in which order by using the up and down buttons, click on the Update Screen button to place your messages on screen. It is also possible to edit messages and save them. If you really want to go advanced, you can also generate a new multiple choice question from a message coming in from your audience. Select a message and click on Add as Vote. Write down the multiple choice options and click OK. Now, a new multiple choice question is automatically added to your presentation on the next slide. Now, I'll go on with how you can work with the moderator panel, because there are 3 ways to do this. You can work with the moderator panel from another computer, from the same computer, or auto-accept all incoming messages automatically. And this way, you don't need the moderator panel. Let's start with the first option, from another computer.
Download the Shakespeak software on another computer. Open PowerPoint there also. Go to the Shakespeak tab and click on the Message Moderator button.
If you have started a free session on the other computer, you can insert the access code here, or fill in the activation code by which you have activated a credit session on the other computer and click OK. You can now moderate incoming messages from this computer. The second option is to use the moderator panel on the same computer. You can extend the screen of your computer. That way, you are able to use the moderator panel on the screen of your own computer and the PowerPoint presentation on the beamer. I'll show you how you can extend your desktop. 1. Go to your desktop and click on the right mouse button. 2. Now select Screen Resolutions. 3. When your beamer is plugged into your computer, you can see 2 screens here. 4. Click on Connect to a projector and select the Extend option. 5. Now, something else is displayed on the computer and the beamer. This spreads your desktop over both monitors and lets you drag items between the 2 screens. After your monitor is set up, you can use your mouse to grab the title bar, the top portion, of a window and drag it to your new display. 6. If you now start your slideshow, your presentation is displayed on the beamer. If this doesn't happen, go to Slideshow in your PowerPoint and select a different screen in Show Presentation On. 7. Now, make sure you have the moderator panel on your computer and that you're the only one who can see this. The third option is to auto-accept all incoming messages. That way, you do not use the moderator panel, so all messages will be directly shown in your presentation without checking. Click Options in the moderator panel. Check the first box and fill in at which interval the new messages should appear on screen.
Now you're ready to use Shakespeak. Want to see how Shakespeak is being used during events? Go to shakespeak.com and check out our movies. Hope to see you there!